trend line. It's just a line to say, but for traders who use it correctly, it becomes a money printing machine.
If you don't believe it, look here. Just one line has been drawn, and after that, when the market gave a breakout, almost 50% returns have been achieved in just 1 month.
But the problem is that many traders are using trend lines incorrectly, causing losses instead of profits. If you are one of them, then this video is very important for you. So let's start this video. The first and most important thing for trend lines is gas tanse ja intande indei ande tonte tan mesandra trend.
Now, these trends are basically of two types. One is an uptrend and the other is a downtrend.
In an uptrend, the price forms a pattern of higher highs and higher lows. Here you can see how the price is moving up and down, whereas in a downtrend, the price forms lower highs and lower lows. In this way, the price goes down. That is, if the price is moving up like this, we call it a uptrend, and if the price is moving downwards in this way, we call it a downtrend. So first, let's talk about how to draw a trend line in a downtrend. After that, I will tell you how to trade based on this, because you should not trade just by looking at the trend line here, but you also need to pay attention to some other things. So first, let's talk about how you will draw a trend line in a downtrend. So here we have marked it with a line to show you that this is a downtrend. The price first made its high, then made a low, then made a lower high, lower, made a low, then made a lower high, made a lower low, lower high, lower. This clearly shows a downtrend, and when there is a downtrend, we can draw a trend line there. So now let's understand how to draw this trend line. It is very important, so pay attention. Watch this. So to draw a trend line, you find a trend line tool here, but besides that, there's also an extended line tool. You can use it too. I personally use it. So let's click on this. You click on it. Now, after clicking on it, what do you need to do? After that, you have to notice where the lower highs are forming here. Look, first, this is a high point, and after that, the price came down. Then he formed his lower high, which means this became one high, and this became the lower high. Besides this became the lower low. Many people get confused thinking, this is also a lower low. Why shouldn't I draw it from here? So focus on the line you need to draw. You have to draw from the obvious lower highs that you can see. This way, you will also consider this as a lower high. You will draw the line connecting it to the highest visible point you see with the lower high. So if you have to draw a line here, what will you do? You have already selected the extended line here. Then look, there are two ways. Either you can draw your line from the wick high, or you can draw your line from the body high. So this depends on your chart. It cannot be said by just looking at one chart that you should draw, checking the wicks, or draw from the body. Now, speaking of this chart, you need to draw a line where the price might base touching this level and this level. If you do this, it will be a perfect trend line. So what have we done for this? We have already selected the option for the extended line here. And then what will we do? We click here, and as soon as we click on the extended line, you can see that in this way, your extended line or your trend line has been drawn here. It is. Now the thing to understand here is that we had a total of 3 points. So we drew our trend line touching those 3 points. But even if you only have 2 points, you can still draw your trend line. That is, you need a minimum of 2 points to draw a trend line. So assume that if the chart was not made further, I will replay and show you once. Assume that the chart was only made up to here. So even now, you can see that we have 2 points. First, there is this point, and second, this is the point where you could also draw the trend line. And after that, I will play it for you. So see, the third time the price came here, it again formed resistance there, and your third point automatically touches here. And the fourth time, when you see the price came near that level, it broke out, had made. That is, from here, the price broke this line and moved upward. And then if you look here, you'll see that the price made a significant movement. Here, it had given. So what is important for us is that even if we have a 2 points, we can draw our trend line. Now look, I know that if you trade, and once your trend line is drawn, go to the line, select the candle from here, and you can see that your trend line is drawn perfectly here. has been drawn. Now see, this trend line is made in a downtrend, and here we have drawn this trend line touching the lower highs. So this trend line acts as a resistance for us. Is falling. Here, first look, the market is going down and then the price is trying to recover a little, going near the lower high. But as soon as it went near the lower high, the price fell down again. After this, the price tried to rise for the third time. But after going near the lower high, the price fell again. That is, whenever the price is going near the lower high, the price falls after that. Is happening, but every time the price will not fall. So there comes a point where after approaching the lower high, the price breaks it and moves upwards. Here you will see this large green candle is visible, and you can see that the price has broken its high. As soon as the price broke the high, you can see a significant movement here. So now you've understood how to draw a trend line. So let's understand what the benefit of this trend line is. So look, the first benefit of the trend line is that I told you how we've created this trend line. We've made it using high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high and lower low. That means this trend line has been drawn from the lower high. So what will it do? This will act as is working like resistance. That means whenever the price comes near this level, there are chances of the price falling. So when you have seen that the trend line has formed twice, and then the third time when the price goes near this level, what can you do here? But you can look for shorting opportunities. See, I'm not saying that as soon as the price comes here, you should short. At this point, you see, as soon as the price came, it fell after that. So you could benefit, but if you use this method repeatedly, the chances of loss are higher. That means overall, you might be at a loss. But I am telling you that when the price comes near this level, you can look for an opportunity to short. This means that you will need additional confirmation here to decide whether to short or not. These additional confirmations can be candlestick patterns, chart patterns, volume, meaning there can be many things on the basis of which you can confirm. It can, but at least you have understood where to look for the shorting opportunity. Second, if this is a resistance, then when this resistance breaks, what does it become? Then it becomes support. And when resistance breaks, the chances of the price increasing. See here, the price repeatedly took resistance near this level, but the fourth time when the price came near this level, after coming here, the price gave a breakout. And when the price is giving a breakout, just look here at how big the green candles are forming. That is, with large green candles, the price has given a breakout here. Exactly at this spot, you have seen a breakout. And now, because the price has given a breakout, here you can look for a buying opportunity, because now this line will act as a support, will work. Besides, if you know the basics, you will also know that when the price breaks its lower high and moves upwards, it means the trend has changed. This means you can also guess that the trend is about to change. Until now, the price was in a downtrend, and after that, the trend can start now. And then you will see that the trend had started from here. That is, from the trend line, you found out where I can short. I could know what I can buy. And third, you also found out that the trend has changed from here. So if there was a downtrend before, you were taking a short position. Now, an uptrend has come, so you can take a buying position. In a downtrend, you understood the resistance. Now, let's understand how to identify support in a downtrend. So we drew a line from the lower high, and that was our resistance. Now, if we draw a line from the lower low, how will that act for us? It will act as support for us. Look, here you can see that the price has made its low. Here, you can see the price has made its low. Here, you can see the price has made its low. After that, you can see the price has made its low. So you can also draw a line using these lower lows. And I have told you the easiest way is to first change the candles to make a line. Now you can see what the lowest point is. This is my low point. This is my low point is, so what you do is aligning with these, go back. So this means it will work like support, and even the fourth time, if we look at the wick of this candle, you will see that the wick also shows its support. Right near the lower low. So now you know that this is our support. Whenever the price comes near this level, you can take a buying position here. Now see, because the market is in a downtrend, we saw here that the price broke its resistance and moved up. But if the price breaks its support and comes down, and the market is already in a downtrend here, then you can get a good opportunity to short. That means you can decide on a short position based on this support line. But now the biggest question arises, how will we confirm whether to short or buy? And if so, when and where to do it? For this, the most important thing to do is to use candlestick patterns. If you can see where the breakout, it is happening and large green candles are forming there, which means the breakout is a strong breakout and there are chances of the price increasing afterward. This means you can be more confident that the price will rise and your chances of taking a trade here will be higher. Additionally, if you see any bullish candlestick pattern at the breakout, you can still buy there. But if a breakout has occurred and you see small candles, it means that breakout is a strong. If there is no breakout or a bearish candlestick pattern is visible, it can mean that it's not a breakout but rather a fake out. That is, it could be a fake breakout and the price might come back down after reaching this level, causing you a loss. Therefore, you should definitely observe the candlestick pattern here. That can passive bat sa besha indisitas. For candlestick patterns, there is an indicator. Go to the indicator section and if you write all candlestick there, an indicator for all candlestick patterns will appear. As soon as you click on it, you can see any candlestick pattern forming on trading view. Like here, a bullish candlestick pattern has formed here. A doji candlestick pattern has formed. So you can use the candlestick pattern from here as well. But this candlestick pattern is only available for premium users. That is, I have a subscription for it. That Trading view. That's why I can see these candlestick patterns. If you also want this feature or the feature I showed you by replaying, or if you want to add 5 indicators in one chart, we are doing a giveaway where we will give 100 users a free 1-month subscription to TradingView. So if you are on Delta Exchange in crypto, if you are trading and you are our viewer, then in the description of this video, I have provided you with a link. Please fill out that form. If you are a lucky user, then you can win a 1-year free subscription for trading that is priced at 14,000 rupees. And if you are not trading in crypto, I have given you the link to Delta Exchange in the description. From there, you can start your crypto trading, and after that, you can also fill out our form, the link to which is also provided in the description. There will be 100 winners in this giveaway, so the chances are very high. Therefore, be sure to fill out the form. Take it. So now you understand how to use the trend line in a downtrend. So let's now understand how to use it in a trend. If we talk about an uptrend, that you painter amate ape untoped can see here that the price forms a higher high and higher low. The price made its low here and then made its high after increasing. It formed a higher low here and a higher high here. So when we find two higher lows, what do? We can draw a line touching them. I've already explained how to draw the line in the downtrend case. So you drew the line accordingly. So drew it. Now after this, when the price comes to this level for the third time, since the market is in an uptrend, after reaching here, the price may increase. So what can you do? You can think about taking a buying position. I have already said that you should not buy directly. But if you see that there is a breakdown, it means that the trend might change from here and the price can drop. So you can also make a position to short. That's why when the price comes near this level, you should wait a little and not rush into a trade. If you think that the price has come near this level and will go back up, then you buy. Because a breakdown can also occur. And after this, you can see that a breakdown has happened here. It came with a very large red candle. And as soon as it came, you can see that the price fell significantly. So that means you could have taken a short position here. But if small candles form and then the price returns, you could also create a position to buy again here. Andi, bit pista dit, dedi top 10.